Welcome back to Gotta Be Country Radio. I am sitting down here with Gary DeWard, who is facilitating everything for Treetown Fest. I know everybody is in a buzz about this. It's going to be a blast. It was a blast last year. What do you kind of have going on? I know I've heard a little bit of rumors, and so like more bars. What you got going on that?
Well, a lot of different things. A lot of it will be the same. We had a good turnout last year, and everybody had a good time, and we're expanding. There's going to be more people coming to the event, which we planned on every year to expand. And the camping aspect, the bars. I know we had an interesting scenario last year, our first year, on our first day of having to move Brad Paisley to 2 p.m. instead of 9 p.m., which created a few different issues of everybody coming to the event at noon instead of gradually showing up, which made some lines and some different things that were unfortunate that we're going to resolve this year. We're going to have more bars, more ticket booths, a lot more vendors, so there'll be more things to do while you're in the event.
Oh, very cool. Well, I know there was a lot of vendors last year and stuff, and I know there was some different country wear vendors and that type of thing that people were taking advantage of. So more vendors is awesome for people to have something to do.
Yeah, and a lot of fun stuff, like the glow sticks and beer box hats and the mechanical bull and hammer schlagen, a game where you pound nails into a stump. I've never played, but we're going to have a couple of different vendors doing that. We're going to have a really cool product called Knocker Ball, which is a giant blown-up ball that you get inside of and run, and it's like a game where you bounce off of people.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? That is so cool.
I think it's knockerball.com. You can watch some videos. Just a bunch of different things like that. And including on the campground, because, festivals and ours specifically are driven off of camping. And we're really excited to have one of the coolest campgrounds anywhere in the world.
Being right there with Winnebago and, traveling is always awesome, and camping is even better.
Yeah, and we're seeing right now, we are getting so many submissions of early check-ins, people that want to come in before Thursday to get it set up and start camping, So Thursday through Monday morning, there's all sorts of fun stuff going on. We're going to have live entertainment going throughout the campground. That'll be kind of sporadic. There's going to be a convenience store set up on the campground, different beer tents, food vendors all throughout the campground and things. So we're really turning it to, the main gates, so, are open from, I think, noon until 11:30 for the main stage, but there's going to be all sorts of things happening the whole day on the campground.
Very cool.
You can pop back and forth and, hit your campsite back into the event and things.
And now I know that you had mentioned something about the American Legion stage that's going to be there. You're going to have a lot of different acts on that also.
Yeah, Thursday night for the kickoff party, which is originally intended for the folks that come the night before to camp to have some live entertainment. Now it's turning into what we're calling Rock Night.
Okay.
And that's on the American Legion stage, which is in the area where all the food vendors are.
Oh.
So another thing different from last year is the food court will be next to the main stage with another stage that will be similar to what our main stage was last year. So everything's getting a little bigger. The stage is going to be larger. The second stage is going to be much larger. The point to that is on Thursday we'll have the kickoff party, and then on Friday morning we'll have a pre-party, which will be on the American Legion stage.
Sure.
And then we'll have an after-party on the American Legion stage. And all the food vendors will be able to stay open for the pre-party and the after-party. And there's going to be what we're calling the Treetown Tavern, which is a giant circus tent.
Really?
Like a big top tent that's going to be set up like a lounge. So all day you can go into more like you walked into a tavern or a bar, and we're doing some different things. That we'll have a DJ playing music and a restaurant, and if we can work it out, some different games and things that you can play. So
did I hear something about a possible hot wings eating challenge?
Yes, there is going to be a hot wings challenge, and we're still working on the details, but we're going to be promoting that. And the winner of the Hot Wings Challenge is going to go up on the main stage with our host, Joe Denham. I believe on Saturday. It could be Sunday. We're still working on the details of when that's going to be. At a pretty prime time to get announced as the Hot Wings Challenge. And we'll probably get it on video and run that on the Jumbotrons.
Oh, wow.
So, the way I understand it is there's going to be like a waiver you have to sign. And you might not live. I'm not sure.
You might not live. Let's see, the hottest pepper that you can find on that.
Yep. I'm lucky because I can't go into the Hot Wings Challenge. So.
I'm a Swede, land of the bland, so there's no way that I'm getting in on that either, but I am definitely going to watch that. That is awesome.
Yeah, well, the guys that are setting it up, bringing in the wings, and they have the sauce, and it's all homemade, or what, it's really funny what happens when this goes on, because you get some folks that think they can get through it, and their facial expressions, and,
goodness.
I'm excited. So, and the point is, there's probably 25 other things like that that are going to be happening during the event. And, you know, we want everybody to come in and stay with us for the whole weekend. And, and obviously at the end of the day, we got an awesome lineup. I mean, I still can't believe that we were able to pull that all together on who we have coming. I mean, you know, it really competes with almost any event that you could look at for
the whole Midwest. The whole Midwest.
The Memorial Day weekend, the first week of camping, we're the first festival that we know of in the Midwest. It's like it was meant to be, let's celebrate Memorial Day, but also kick off summertime. Like finally we can go outside and you know, Blake Shelton wants to come party with us. I mean,
and which of course is always fun when Blake comes to town.
Right, because I remember the last time.
Exactly.
And we have a lot of other things again on the American Legion stage with the American Legion and some different charities that are going to be doing some great things that are really exciting. The heartfelt moments that you have to experience. And, you know, we'll have all sorts of different things revolving around that happening on the stages.
And the thing is that the nice thing about this festival is that it does center around great music, great camping, and it's family friendly.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, that's something that you can actually do with your family, which is right there in the heartland.
We want it to be like a regional holiday. You know, the goal from the beginning was, you know, we got to do this a couple times and have our attendees come in, and we're already seeing it. Most everybody that was there last year, hopefully will bring a friend. And now they'll renew their campsite in the same spot. So next year, they'd be like, well, I know I'm going to the Treetown Festival. I don't even know who's performing yet. Because that's what it's all about.
Because you bring good acts.
But then that on top of all the other, I mean, just hanging out for the weekend and camping and having the acts is like an extra bonus.
Cherry on top.
And that's the way that festivals really thrive. And you know, we just have a great facility, and it seems like, you know, Wisconsin and Minnesota and several other states have a really household name event, and we want this to be Iowa's household event. And I think we're really headed towards the right direction, and we're seeing great support from the regional community all the way into Minneapolis and Des Moines and Cedar Rapids and Sioux Falls. And I know it's more than this now. A couple weeks ago, we did a social media campaign about the fact that we have sold tickets out of 26 of the United States so far.
Really?
And 9 countries
around
the world. And I'm talking Europe, Africa. And
my goodness.
It's crazy. And I've actually got to talk with a couple of the attendees that are they were looking for something to do and camp in the United States. Found our festival, or flying in to Des Moines, driving up in a camper they rented out of Des Moines, hanging out, and there's no other reason than that. They like country music, and they found our event. And that's really fun to see because I mean, you know, it seems rare. I never expected to see that, and now we are seeing it, and that makes it really, really fun to know. We're going to have represented on our entrance every state flag that is representing the festival in every country that you can walk past, and we'll have a cool entrance to kind of go with the Memorial Day theme on why we're here and the fact that this is becoming a really large event from a lot of areas of the world.
Awesome. I'm running out of adjectives here on how cool this really is. I mean, there's just so much stuff that you guys are doing, and of course, first year, and all the people that came last year, you know, it's always fun to get in on the ground floor and say, hey, I was there from the first time.
Like I've never missed one.
Exactly.
Or hopefully it'll be like I've been there since the 4th year, or I'm 10 years into it.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're really excited. So we really hope to see a good turnout. We're expecting a good turnout so far, just based on the sales and things. So it's going really well for us right now.
You should make some like pins or patches or something for, this year or that year to start putting on hats.
You know what? That's a good idea. We should do that. I know we'll have our T-shirts that have every year's lineup. One thing we do have that I kind of intended to keep doing and eventually would come on is last year the Army National Guard made a big banner that went across the fence, and hundreds, I don't know how many, of people went and signed it on the year, and we kept it. So now we're going to put that up in the same spot it was, but we're going to add 2015. And you can go in and write your name and find your name on the other one. So the goal is in like 10 years, maybe you can go back and find your name where you signed on each one of the years. And we'll just keep going. And if we run out of room, we'll add another fence.
Well, exactly. So, well, it's going to be bigger by that time anyway, so you should be able to.
Yeah, right. We'll just, hopefully it keeps growing and we keep having more fences that we need.
Definitely. Well, cool. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me here on Gotta Be Country Radio and talking about this. And I'm super excited about it, and I know everybody else around the area is also.
Yeah, well, I'm excited, and I'm going to tell you one thing here. I will see you in 84 days, 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 10 seconds, because that's when the Tree Town kicks off, and hopefully
Perfect.
we do this again.
There is a countdown. Everybody can go to the website. Website is?
www.treetownfestival.com.
Okay.
And there is a countdown and all the information, maps, how to get here. You know.
And there's the social media stuff, the Facebook, the Twitter, Instagram?
Instagram as well, yeah.
Okay.
So Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
And anybody can tag them.
Follow it, and then we put information out, and as we get closer to the event, we'll use that to keep folks up to date with things that you really don't
for anything that's going on. If anything changes, anything, that's great, because I know that's a little bit hard when you're camping and that type of thing. Now I know there's been some different things. The cell phone stuff was not an issue at this festival, like I've seen at a lot of other festivals, that you get there and you want to upload a video to Facebook and that type of stuff, and it wasn't a problem there.
Yeah, and I think we'll keep working on that as we get more people. We're going to try to add what they call it's called the COW, Cellular on Wheels, by the providers, to expand that. We also have a Wi-Fi network that we'll have, so you can connect.
Oh, right on.
And the rally grounds actually have a nice network there, so we'll try to utilize that to try to keep the cell phones working. You can connect to the network and do those types of things. And,
right on.
And just keeping the folks up to date on what's happening and when it's happening, and all those different things are really, really nice with the social media. So it's go follow it, and you can even go onto the website when you purchase your tickets and create an account. And then we have a newsletter that you can join, which, I think it's at max once a week. You get something that's important to know, or we have something really cool that we're announcing, and you can just look at it. And if you join the newsletter, you can really follow along.
And people need to be listening to the radio stations, too, to win stuff. I mean, tickets, meet and greets, etc.
Yep, absolutely. We got some different, meet and greets, or we have the ability to watch the show from the stage, which you can't buy. You have to win or get it in an exclusive manner. And, an after party that we're going to have in the backstage area each night, that it's going to be mostly driven through radio, and the partners setting this up for their listeners. So really pay attention to radio.
Cool, definitely. Well, thank you again, and hopefully we'll get another update here pretty soon.
Yeah, looking forward to it.